So I just wanted to make a quick video on Marantz Rants. I've been getting a lot of messages from my 8 brothers and sisters concerned saying that AMC is heading to bankruptcy. Okay, I know Marantz. I've been on his live stream. We've spoken, by text message, and actually even over the phone. You know, Marantz, believe it or not, I like the guy. And you're gonna be like, how could you like somebody who say that AMC is going to bankruptcy? The thing I like about Marantz is that he's very smart. Okay, seriously, he's a very intelligent guy, but he bases that has the pro. That's the pro with him, and the negative with him is that he only bases things on fundamentals. That's it. He bases things only on fundamentals. Now, let's be honest. Can we all be honest, please? If we were all basing things on fundamentals of AMC, I think all of us would agree AMC is in severe, severe, severe trouble. Like I said, I made a video saying that AMC was like 5.6 billion in debt, and then that guy Antonio Miranda came out and said you're not considering back taxes, liabilities, all this stuff. He goes, it's more like 12 billion in debt. Okay, I can't confirm that. That was what he said, but AMC is certainly in a lot of debt, a lot of debt. So they're simply not bringing in AMC the revenue to get themselves out of trouble. Now, there is a lot of things I feel they can be doing, and I don't want to really get into that because I made like a whole bunch of videos on how they could increase revenues, really get involved with high margins of profits in terms of, just better quality food, making deals with, maybe big distributors, either Marvel, DC Comics, sell products at the movies where they could work out some sort of a profit split. They could do this also. They should have did this with Halloween. I have no idea why he didn't do this nationwide with Halloween. It's probably the dumbest decision I think Adam Aaron ever made. The guy could have been selling Michael Myers masks, Freddy Krueger masks, all kinds of cups, with Michael Myers, Halloween stuff, Halloween products. You could have had a meet and greet with Michael Myers. It's like the guy's not thinking outside the box. Okay, he thinks everybody wants to meet him. Adam Aaron at all these, AMC locations. No, he could have made it really fun for Halloween, and I actually think he would have cashed up big time if he would have did this. I'm also a firm believer, and I don't care what anybody says. You have your opinion. I have my opinion. The money is in concessions. The money is in all these different products that could be high margin profits. Like, in other words, like high levels of profits. And I'm thinking like anything to do with, Halloween, Christmas, Thanksgiving. Like, you'll be surprised, even for Christmas, he could, kind of do something like a little Radio City Music Hall thing. I know you think I'm nuts, but, just get like different products. Maybe get Santa Claus down there, get like, some little special effects going on, a little reindeer, you know what I mean? I know you think I'm a psychopath, but these things can be done. Listen to me. I go to local diners, okay, here in the Jersey Shore, and you have to see the shows they put on. They have Santa Claus there. He meets with all the kids, and they have all the forget about it. They got everything there. Christmas decorations. They got Christmas products. They're doing this at diners. At diners. Okay, so I'm just saying, I don't feel that Adam Aaron thinks outside the box. I think he relies too much on, using investors' money, retail investors' money, to continuously save his ass and get himself out of trouble. That's what I believe. And see, that's why I can't completely disagree with Marantz Rants. Because if you're looking at AMC based on AMC's management, which is terrible, Adam Aaron, I'm sorry, I'm just telling you the truth. He relies on our money constantly. That's what APE is. APE is our money. Okay, Abe is our money to get himself out of debt. And then when we first got involved in AMC, we helped him raise $2 billion. Then he's raising 1.6 billion with Abe. He keeps relying on our money. That's not a business. A business is not supposed to be relying on investors' money. So but this now we're gonna get it. I know you're like, this sounds like a lot of fun, Ape Father. But now we're going to get into the good stuff that's gonna make you happy. Me and Marantz Rantz have big disagreements when it comes to AMC because he's only looking at it from a fundamental standpoint. We're not in AMC for fundamentals. We were never in AMC for fundamentals. So he once gave me this analogy. He said to me, Rich, look, Ape Father, I like to go to, say, Macy's, let's just say. And let's say I'm buying my girlfriend or whatever, I'm buying her perfume. He said, I would rather get her the perfume with the bonus set that's got, all the creams in it, the moisturizers, and it comes with the perfume. So he goes, so best case scenario, you know what I mean? I got all these extra things. Worst case scenario, if she don't like the creams, well, at least we got the perfume, right? So that, see, what he says is like, look, I invested in GameStop because GameStop has no debt. You understand? Management's great. All this stuff. GameStop. I own GameStop too, by the way. But he goes, the Boaz is the bonus. That's like all the creams, all the moisturizers, everything that comes with it. Okay. The aftershave or whatever it is. If it's cologne, that is right. But anyway, he goes, people with AMC, they're only buying the cologne. They're not buying the bonus set. In other words, we're not buying AMC because of its fundamentals. We're buying it because it's a short squeeze play. It's a MOAS. So that's where me and him had the disagreements. Now, I believe very strongly that there are tremendous amounts of synthetics being used in AMC. As you all know, and I don't want to be redundant, okay, Ken Griffin does not have to disclose his synthetic holdings to the SEC, to FINRA, to the DTCC, to nobody. This whole dark pool thing is one secret friggin', thing. That's why they call it the dark pools. The guy could keep orders there for a month that he doesn't process. It's just too much stuff going on. He's got payment for order flow. He controls all these platforms like Robinhood and Webull, and it's just too much of an advantage this guy has. And especially with the synthetics. I mean, that's the biggest one. These are IOUs that he doesn't have to pay interest on. They can keep stacking them all the way up. It's like dumping, 10 Empire State Buildings on the AMC. And he's been doing this for a very long time. Gary Gensler's not doing his job. The Department of Justice are not doing their job. They're not taking this man down. They should be investigating him. They should be looking into what's going on. They're not doing it. And I feel one day, and this is where me and Marantz Rantz have big agreements, I feel that when this all comes out, we're going to see some big things with AMC. And we're going to see Ken Griffin potentially could be in the same spot one day as Bernie Madoff. Again, look, I have to say, just to protect myself legally, that all of this is alleged. This is not facts. This is subject to my opinion. This is subject to how I feel. I am just an entertainer. This is not financial. This is not legal advice. I am just an entertainer. But that's just how I feel. So if you're worried about Marantz Rantz, this is the only thing I can tell you. He's basing everything on AMC, on its management and on its fundamentals. He's not basing it on what's going on behind closed doors. And that's what I always tell the guy. Base things not just on fundamentals, but things you can't see, things you can't verify. That's where the true magic is with AMC. And that's why I invested in it. And that's what our movement is. It's us against the hedge funds, David versus Goliath. And that's my points I always make. I made that to him, my points. I made that to Strongman Personal Finance when I had the debate with him. But, we have to call him Bedpan Finance, $17 Chicken Wing Finance, and, of course, Meet Kevin's Balls Washer Finance. But that's the thing. You're not going to be able to convince Marantz Rantz, You're not going to be able to convince him otherwise. He's looking at AMC strictly from a fundamental level. That's it. That's it. And you know what? If I think we all were doing that, I think we would agree with him. I really, we would be like, AMC is not doing well. It's in tremendous debt. You know, Adam Aron seems to keep counting on the retail investors' money to get out of trouble. You know, guys investing in Highcroft disaster, guys cashing out, doubling his net worth. Insiders are selling on AMC. Ape, more delusion, that we voted no against more shares, and then he does ape kind of makes it like it's a gift to us when it was just a kind of nice way around, raising more money, for AMC without basically our consent. But listen, I understand where Marantz. I know you're gonna get mad at me, but I understand where he's coming from because he's basing it all on the bad management, the bad leadership, and the bad fundamentals. But you have to look at it through, remember I said the circle of trust? There are things going on in a circle right now. We're not in that circle. There are things going on behind closed doors. And that's truly why we are invested in AMC, for the shorts to close and for all of the synthetics and everything to be closed. That's why we're in this. Okay? And if you're in AMC for fundamental reasons, I don't know what to tell you. That's probably not a good decision. Like, you're going to wind up getting yourself mentally sick because fundamentally it doesn't look too good. But if you're in it for the short squeeze and if you're in it for the MOAS, the secret is we just have to keep holding because these hedge funds cannot keep this going forever. At some point, they got to close their positions, okay? This video is not financial advice. I'm not a financial planner. I'm an entertainer.